After sailing through the 8-metre swell left by Hurricane Dorian, the waters calmed as we approached Prince Edward Island. We docked in Charlottown, capital of this, the smallest province in Canada. Named after Queen Charlotte, wife of King George III, it's known as the birthplace of Canada. We got on our tour bus and drove through the town, a mix of modern and historic buildings. We continued along the coast and through the suburbs. Then we crossed farmland and eventually came to the small fishing town of North Rustico, set around a natural harbour on the Gulf of St Lawrence coast. Its main industries are fishing and tourism.
Where are we? Prince Edward Island.
And a guy from Ontario caught him.
That's right.
Apart from tourists, the main catch is lobster. We drove a little further along the coast to the bluff. Here the soft red stony soil is continuously being eroded by the action of the sea. Next we went to Green Gables house. This farmstead was the inspirational setting for L.M. Montgomery's Anne of Green Gables novels about a red-headed orphan. Young visitors are encouraged to dress up as Anne. Both the gardens and the house are maintained as they would have been in late Victorian rural Prince Edward Island. Visitors are free to wander around the house and gardens, with guides on hand to give detailed explanations about the property and its link to the novels. Outside the property there are a number of trails to explore, but when we were there many of them were closed due to the damage caused by Hurricane Dorian. Then we went to the Garden of Hope just outside New Glasgow. These gardens were created by the owner of a local preserve company to raise money for a respite cottage for people with terminal illnesses and their carers. The River Clyde here is very different from the one in Scotland. Finally, we made a photo stop at the Port Borden Front Range Lighthouse and Confederation Bridge. The bridge links Prince Edward Island to New Brunswick on the mainland. Back on the ship, we watched the mooring lines being released. Then we sailed out of the harbour and back into the Atlantic.